Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, whether it's an old one or a new one. Here are readings for more or less December. These energies are coming in with the sun in Sagittarius, and it's already there. So whenever you watch it, it's probably a good time for you to watch it. This time I'm using 3 decks. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck for general reading, Mariel Tarot, only major arcanas for the general energy for each sign, and Witches Tarot as a modifier. I will only choose 1 card for each decan of the sign, which is a novelty. So, that's it. And now, onto your reading. Enjoy. Hello Virgo, here's a reading for you for December 2017, more or less. Whenever you watch it is probably the best time to watch it for you. Okay, let's begin. First I'm going to draw 1 card from Mariel Tarot deck. These are only major arcana. Please guide me for Virgo. This one's for you, and you have the Devil. Gorgeous card. I love this deck so much, and I use it so rarely. I think it's quite a difficult deck, and that's why I introduce it little by little. Okay? So the energy of the Devil, the energy of the shadow, everything we fear, everything we feel that restricts us, our boundaries, our dysfunctional habits, addictions. I want just to cite from the book with Mariel Tarot. What does it say about the devil? Because I find it very comforting. The devil is lies, illusions, bondage, addiction, opposition, and personal demons. Also, it is humor in the face of opposition, an opportunity to do what is right, facing and defeating one's demons. To the grand tarotist Eteila, the devil represented great force, propelling you towards a fate which could be for either good or ill. Again, the second telephone that interrupted me. I recommend not to fear this card. I know it looks scary, but it's also interesting. And what a great adventure it is to oppose your own demons, to search for and to find your own shadow and what to do with it. I always am reminded with this card about the beautiful book by Ursula Le Guin, or Ursula Le Guin, I don't know how to spell it. The title is I can't remember the English one, but it's the Witcher from Archipelago, the Wizard from the Archipelago, something like this. And it is about looking for your shadow, trying to defend it, and what comes out of it. So I like what this book says, that it's the opportunity to make things right, always with the devil. It is also a great life force, I would say, very much connected with what's very bodily in us. But it is what it is, the connection between the feminine and masculine, and a great energy coming from this. Okay, let's look at your cards. The deck is already shuffled. Now I just want to cut it for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. Please guide me. Eight cards for heptapod spread. I like it very much. It's very effective. Quite easy to understand, I think. Okay, the background energy at the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords, choices. And I want to also pull out 3 cards as modifiers for 3 decans of Virgo. Each sign of zodiac can be divided into 3 parts. The first 10 days, the next 10 days, and next 10 days. And these are 3 decans of each sign. So this card is going to be a modifier for each decan of Virgo. Let me just shuffle a little more. Okay, now I'm just going to cut it and pull out 3 cards. Please guide me for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. These are for sun signs. The first decan, Ace of Cups. So if you were born in August, then you have Ace of Cups. Second decan, Two of Cups. Wow! So the devil may also mean physical love for some of you. And the third decan, the Fool, the new beginning. Okay, let's look at your central card. You have Four of Swords, which talks about peace after some harsh thoughts. Four of Swords comes after Three of Swords, and Three of Swords is always about something not very supportive in our mind. Some thought that makes us suffer, and we usually don't want to cope with it. But Four of Swords comes after this, so we finally have this peace of mind. We were on a difficult journey, and now we are back, and we are ready to put some things in the past. Like she's putting the flowers on a grave. And the sun here in the window makes it very calm, very peaceful state of mind. It's also a meditative card for me. So perhaps you need some time for meditation, seclusion, silence, quietness. The main outer influence coming from above, Nine of Swords. So you may remain calm even if everybody around you is like a havoc, chaos. Nine of Swords is one of the most chaotic cards in the deck for me. It describes a situation where your mind totally dominates you. Absolute domination of thoughts over what you are, and you are not your thoughts, definitely. This is a prison of thoughts, unbreakable, unescapable. Anxiety, fear. So there is this great dynamism between those 2 cards, between the peacefulness of 4 and absolute oppression of 9 of Swords. But as I said, this is the main force coming from above, so it's not your core, it's not what's coming from you, it's from the outside. This stressful situation perhaps of some kind, or just, sometimes it's just when we begin something new and we have choices to make, and we are just thinking very much, and we are very much, in our thoughts. They don't really have to be damaging. It just may be that we cannot go out of our heads. Sometimes there is this feeling that you are bounded to your thoughts. You cannot escape your thoughts. You're thinking and thinking and thinking like, on a roundabout. And you cannot go out. You cannot escape. So yeah, you may have this feeling. Let's see the past. What's coming to the past? A very different energy. Energy of wants, energy of action. You might have moved, perhaps, for some of you. This can mean this, or a journey, and it's coming to the past. Now it's definitely a more stable state than before. It's not movement. It's staying in one place. What's the challenge here? The Tower. You're not the first one to have it. So something changing rapidly. The fear of the devil may talk about this necessity. As I said, this is a challenge, a difficulty to, I feel, destroy something that no longer serves you. You may fear this because when it happens, you are left with nothing, only the ruins of the old, but nothing new is visible yet. It hasn't emerged yet. So you may fear of this. You may be afraid of this destructive force, which is also a very creative force. I always see the Tower as the expansion card. It means you're growing bigger, you need more space, you need more place. What was right for you is too small now. But you may be afraid of this for some reason. What's the answer to this? Well, how to cope with it? With 3 of Wands, so expect good things. Be optimistic. Look into the future with bright eyes. Understand that you've done enough, I think. 3 is the end of some period of action, and now you can see what the results will be. And remember that you always pull towards you what you think of. So be careful what you think of. Be careful of your thoughts. Don't let them, or try not to let them overcome you. That's why I say meditation is the answer to 9 of Swords. Because thoughts are what they are. They come and go like clouds. You don't have to be their slave. You don't have to be restricted by your thoughts. You are so much more. He's like looking to the 4 of Swords here. There's a connection between these 2 cards for me. Expecting peaceful resolution is the answer to your fear. And don't think too much. When you think too much, you create real emotions that may be absolutely without, which can be absolutely not grounded. I mean, they have no no expression in reality. But we do it very often. As Mark Twain said, something like, I experienced many unpleasant situations in my life, and most of them never happened. That's Nine of Swords, imagining what might happen, and really living it and feeling it. There's no need to do it. Okay? Expect good things. Expect peace. Peaceful resolution. What's your strength? King of Pentacles. Oh, so you own it. You're just yourself here. Generally, your strength is within you. It's your energy, your earthy, grounded energy, being calm and collected and knowing what you have and caring about it and being responsible, but also being resourceful and able to share with what you have with others with respect and responsibility. That's your strength, Virgo. Let's look at the card, what should you focus on? My favorite one here. 10 of Pentacles. So, your supporting system. This is also the answer to this situation. Especially for those of you who already have a partner. You have this 2 of Cups there. So, there may be a reunion of sorts, rebirth of feelings in partnership. But you should focus on your kingdom. Yeah, this is your strength and this is your kingdom. And you already have, you are already a king or queen in this kingdom. This card is often called wealth. And people say it talks about heritage. But for me, it's mostly what is now. It doesn't necessarily mean money. Usually it doesn't for me. Of course, it can be, but it's only a part of heritage. The main heritage is in people, not money, not houses, not cars, not the stuff we have, but people who create the system. You can see here in Pentacles cards, there are these threads connecting everything, very material. Trust is material. Trust is wealth you cannot buy. There are things you cannot buy of immense worth. And this is what 10 of Pentacles is about for me. The system that supports you. The system that makes you richer in many dimensions, but which also works like that you, as a part of the system, also make all the people in the system richer, more productive, more efficient, more happy, which is very important, more happy. They support you when you fall. You support them when they fall. It's mutual. You are a very important part of this. Everything and everyone here is important. The system, ever-changing, long-lasting. So beautiful purpose, beautiful focus for you. Okay, and the last card that I like to call a vista. Perhaps a result, perhaps a view. an advice you need to hear, something you need to see. The Fool. So something new begins here, something big, I feel, because the Fool is so much more than an ace. An ace talks about the new beginning as a little spark of something, and you can actually see it or feel it or plant it. And it's little, but it's pure and may turn into something greater. And the Fool is so much more about you and your attitude than of the outer things. The Fool is about trust, again. Very much about trust. But it's not the trust that is established by experience, as in Ten of Pentacles. It's blind trust. It's trusting life as it is, not knowing the outcome, absolutely. It may come this way or that way. And the Ace of Chalices is underneath, which is funny. So there are choices we need to make, and we don't really know what's going to happen, which is right and which is wrong. We don't know usually. We may feel something, we may think something, but we really don't know. We never know at the beginning of the road, and this is the beginning of the road. There is something far away to be reached, but you don't know the way yet. You may not even see it. You only know you need to take the first step. That's all you know. And in reality, it's all you need to know. And the road will unfold. So the advice is trust. Trust that it's all going to be okay. Expect good things. Expect peaceful resolution. Don't be afraid to expand. Care about what you already have, what you already established. And don't let your mind overwhelm you. Find peace in meditation. Meditation is a very big word for me. But what you really need to do is just be quiet. Spend some time in quietness. You don't need to sit. You don't need to lie on your back. You can do whatever you want. Just be quiet and observe your mind. Observe your thoughts. Like they come and go. But don't get involved. It's getting easier in time. You need this peace of mind, Virgo, I feel. Because the mind can be very, very noisy and loud and scary. What imagination creates might be very, very scary. But remember, most of those things